wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden, you came through the door. At the next table, your whiskey neat, the lights were dimmed as our eyes met, and you saw me, and forevermore.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Cole. Today we are going to work on this hutch area. Now, I had mentioned to you guys before that we'd probably start in the entryway and do the entire dining room today. But I have a treat for y'all this week. I am on vacation, so I plan to do numerous videos throughout the week and kind of get a feel of the days that y'all would like more videos. I normally post on Saturday and Wednesday, but if throughout the week, since I am on vacation and I post a video and that day does better than another, we may kind of play with our schedule. So I wanted to add some red, white, and blue into this cabinet, and I have a few pieces that are red. A lot of my items are blue and white, as y'all very well know. So I wanted to add pops of red in there. So my pops of red are going to be, I have this red and white spatter enamelware. Now this is not vintage, this is new. My husband bought it off of Amazon. I'll try to link y'all some below. I do have some plates and some bowls, but I'm not gonna add that in this cabinet. I just wanted a hint of red. So that is my one red. And then my other red is going to be apples. These are faux apples. They look really real, however, so I am gonna add a few apples in there just to give me a hint of red. Also, I have some pieces that do have the red, white, and blue theme to them. I've had these for quite some time. I picked them up along Hobby Lobby, Kirkland's, TJ Maxx. So this one I bought from TJ Maxx. It was $6.99, and I wanted to add that in there. I love that the fact that it has the lighter blues and the darker blues. So I've got both colors in there to match the light blue on my piece. Now this one does have a lot of the darker blue, or only the darker blue, but I will add this one, and then my final piece is going to be this picture. Now I bought this from Kirkland's sometime back. It was $19.99 at Kirkland's. I believe they still have it, but I thought that this would be really pretty. Most of my red, white, and blue items are gonna go in the center because I do have the doors on here and it creates kind of a glare. So let's get to work on this. I have my dining room table full of white and blue stuff. So I want to add in some. I may have to kind of tweak it a little bit, but I wanted to kind of, y'all to see my thought process. So I want this front and center, this bigger piece. So I believe I'm going to use it right here. Look how pretty that pops off the back of that white, and then it brings in the hues of the blue. So I left my white Flexcraft in there. I've used that for quite some time, but it adds in a little white with all the blue that I'm going to add in. So I'm going to add in my red, white, and blue pieces. I think I'm going to do this one up here. And now look how I'm going. This was dead center. This one's to the side. So I think I'm going to do this one to this side. And that way I have focus on a diagonal. You always want to carry your eye diagonally across the piece. So when you work with your pieces, kind of think of that. So if I look here, I'm going to go across here. And if I look here, I'm going to go across here. So everything kind of matches, if that makes sense. So I want to add my blue and white, of course. And this set is the Churchill set. So I am going to add that. Now watch what I do. I'm going to do one here. I only have 2 of these plates. I would love to get some more, but this is all I have for now. So I'm going to go across the piece. I want to use my bigger items in the back and then pull forward. So, I have some blue and white teapots, and I may be saying that incorrect. They may be coffee pots, but I believe these are little teapots. I've never used them, and they're not vintage. They are newer. So I am going to do those diagonal. That one looks a little small, so what I think I'm going to do is use, my mother gave me a large stack of all kinds of saucers. These are the ones that are made in Japan, the blue willow. So I'm going to stack this underneath here to give me some height. And I like that. It brings your eye up, because this one was quite large. Now, let's see, another large piece. Y'all remember this? My husband bought this for me at an estate sale. It's got the little spoon. So I am going to use that in the top. Look how it plays off of that red. I have two smaller bowls in the Churchill, and I'm going to use that here. And I'm going to kind of play it up. I'm going to go here. But you see how it's at a diagonal. But I do need something there. And I'm thinking, I have this. I got this from Allie at Vintage, Rusty Ridge Vintage off of Instagram. I think I'm going to use that here just to bring in some more blue. And so this is where I want to add the red. And you always want to kind of layer your pieces in. Put your larger pieces in the back and then filter in your blue or in your small. I almost want to put this down here. And I'm almost not feeling that little teapot. This is a butter bowl that I have. It's really pretty. It's got the cows and the chickens on it. I think I'm going to use that in this corner. It's quite more substantial and it pops off that red better. So now I'm just going to add in my blue and white in the counter as much as I can, and then add pops of red as I can as well. Sugar and creamer bowl. Sugar and creamer bowl. This is what my husband recently picked up at an estate sale. This is the old willow, so I'm going to use that. See if I can layer this in. Even though the white pot's in front of it, you're still getting a layer of blue. I have a lot of people say, you can't see this because you have this. Well, you want it layered. You want it layered in your piece. Now, I could use a blue plate in the back of there, and I do have this larger one. This is not old willow. This is, and I don't have my glasses on, but it is just a off-brand, I believe. So I am going to put that in the center. Now I want to use stacks of my blue and white. Now this is the piece, these are the scenes after Constable. These are that's the saucers that go under the coffee cups. And then these are, I believe these are just little small saucers. And then dessert plates. So I'm just gonna stack that in. It gives me a hint of white or cream. And since I have the blue in the back, the red, I think I'm going to do me an apple here. I like that, but I wonder if I could do a coffee cup. Oh yeah, I like that better. All right, so now I've got me some red in there, and these two are pretty well the way I want them. So I want to kind of work in these areas. These are the old willow. Beautiful. I love the contrast of that. I almost want to add some red in, but I think I'm going to try my little teapot. This is a lighter blue, so I'm going to layer in the darker in the back. And I do have another plate, so I may layer that in here. You see how I'm building off of that? This one is pretty decent. I love the way it looks. I may try a little red in here. Saucers. Red. Red. I have one larger plate. This is the old Japan one. Maybe I want to do this. Do y'all remember this piece? My husband purchased it at an estate sale recently. I would love to hang it on the wall, but I haven't decided where I want to put it yet. I'm just not going to put a nail on the wall just to put it somewhere. So I think I'm just going to set it right in here. This is the Churchill as well. It's a divided plate, so I'm going to put that in the bottom. And then I'm going to put me a couple apples. To bring my lantern up, I have a few more saucers. Just to create some height. Love that. Now, since I have a 3-layer over here, I may want to add a 3-layer over here. That being said, I have this small teapot. These things look like pumpkins to me. Ever since I've gotten them, to me they look like little pumpkins, and I use them in the fall for pumpkins in here. So, but they just still look like pumpkins to me. But I am going to use that right here. And I have another one that I could layer up here. No, too much. Too much, Nicole. Too much. I have 2 more red pieces. And I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I really don't like seeing the handle. Something about that handle throws me off. So I have been turning it to the back. I have 1 more of these. Maybe I should move this in just slightly and layer in. My husband recently picked this up at an estate sale, and I really love to have it in here. Too much. Perfect. I think I'm done with this cabinet. I do have some more stuff on the table, but I will use that elsewhere. I will not try to jam it all in here. Let me take y'all off of the stand, let y'all get a good look at it. So appreciate y'all watching today. Hope you'll tune in throughout the week. I will post, hey, about to post a video, so y'all will see. So y'all be on the lookout. But I think this cabinet is gorgeous, and I'll also show y'all the top. I did do 2 copper baskets up here, and I filled it with some china that I wasn't going to use during this time, but I think I like the look of it. But I'll let y'all see it all. Have a great day. Look forward to seeing you again this week.